But I wanted to take some time out of the busy Political Maniacs season that's going on right now to take a whole segment to honor someone who is a fantastic political maniac. He's a long-time Political Maniac winner. I'm going to throw up the picture for you. Tell us if you know him. He's Texas Governor Rick Perry, and he has been all over the news this past week. All over the news. So many fantastic things that he has had to comment on.
Why are we giving a whole segment to Rick Perry?
Because the ammo and the fodder
is really
innumerable.
that much?
There's that much. So, we're going to start out by the, I would say, out of character and almost admirable comment, this is so interesting, that Rick Perry's wife made earlier this week. So she, Anita Perry, Texas First Lady, told an interviewer on Saturday that she thinks abortion is, quote-unquote, a woman's right. Now, Rick Perry, as we know, has helped pass through a slew of crazy laws restricting and eroding access to abortion in the state. There was a whole amazing debate about it with Wendy Davis, where she filibustered this law, and then Rick Perry wanted her to pay for these special sessions that he had to run. So, apparently, Rick's wife does not agree. So, the interviewer said, she was asked, your view is governor's got it right. The administration has it right in regards to abortion. And Anita responded, well, that's really difficult for me, Evan, because I see it as a woman's right. If they want to do that, it's their decision. They have to live with that decision. She went on to say that it's not mine, but it's not something that I would say for them. Give her props for that, right, Richard? I mean...
Round of applause.
Once you're living in a governor's mansion with Rick Perry for a couple years...
Didn't they walk it back, though? I thought the Perry campaign...
So here's the ha-ha. And this is, like, so crazy. So, a few days later, Rick Perry decided that what his wife said isn't what she really meant. Now, this wasn't her coming out and saying, what I said wasn't what I really meant. This was him basically saying, my wife doesn't know what she's talking about. She's just a stupid woman. So, Perry went on to say that from time to time, this was his description of the event. From time to time, we'll stick the wrong word in the wrong place, and you pounce upon it. In regards to his wife's quote. I think from what I just read, it's pretty clear what she was trying to say, and switching around one word wasn't going to make that any different. Rick Perry, your thoughts on that first gaffe?
First, I'm not Rick Perry. I'm Richard Fowler. I know our names.
Rick Fowler.
I'm not Rick either. But I think his wife's words were very clear,
and I think deliberate. You don't go on an interview as the wife of a governor.
I think they tried to sort of downplay, or they tried to spin what she said. And and this is not the first time. I think Laura Bush has come out in support of some LGBT stuff, and they've been like, "Oh, gotta spin." But I agree with his wife. It really is a woman's right. And Rick Perry knows he's on the wrong side of history. His wife knows he's on the wrong side of history. Wendy Davis knows he's on the wrong side of history. And 50,000 Texans who were at the Capitol that day, I think that's the number, know that he's on the wrong side of history.
That's right. I mean, maybe he should listen to his wife.
Maybe should.
The people who are actually affected by these laws that, predominantly are probably a vast majority of male lawmakers are putting into place should listen to the people that they're actually affecting by this. It seems to be the problem we see across the map, especially in Texas with Rick Perry and his crazy state legislature, that they love passing laws for people who have no say in the matter. Absolutely insane. But Rick Perry is back at it again.
Oh boy.
So,
save us, Lord.
Last week,
save me.
Texas Governor Rick Perry
Please.
took an uncharacteristically independent stance when he bashed Senator Ted Cruz.
And he should have.
Plan to force a government shutdown over Obamacare funding as nonsensical. It's become clear that there was actually no plan. This was not even a plan.
Ted Cruz never had a plan.
He acted like he did.
There was no plan. They're now on a dead-end road to hell. Fast.
So, later on ABC, Rick Perry decided to do the classic GOP dance move, which I like to call the flip-flop, where he backed it up and flipped it, flopped it.
Flip.
So, here's the quote. I thought there was an opportunity 10 days ago to maybe come together and fix, I think was the word I used, the President and Harry Reid's. And the President and Harry Reid clearly took that off the table last week when they said, we're not going to talk about it. It's our way or the highway, which is a farce. Well, I'm like the other people who you'll sit down and negotiate with the leader of Iran, classic Republican talking point, but you won't sit down with Republicans in the House and Senate to try to find reasonable middle ground on this. So yeah, I think we ought to defund Obamacare. Now, let's talk about this from the lens of what the role of Congress is supposed to be. Trying to defund Obamacare ostensibly is supposed to be about protecting the American people. But now Rick Perry's line of reasoning is, well, he's not going to talk with us, but he'll talk with the leader of Iran. So now I'm against health care for all Americans. Logical, right?
No. It gives me a headache just thinking about it. Because the job of Congress is to fund the government and pay the bills. They're the purse.
And what I love about this whole argument that, you know,
it gives me a headache.
The GOP has been putting out there that, you know, it takes two to tango and it's just as much the Democrats' fault as the Republican. It's so wrong. This law was passed in Congress.
It was regulated. The thing is, they need. This is the Ted Cruz's mistake, and I heard Tom Coburn say it. He was on C-SPAN this week and he said it. The error in Ted Cruz's ways is that for you to defund or repeal Obamacare, it really requires a 2/3 vote because it's repealing a law. They do not have 2/3 vote in the United States Senate. Game over. Even if they had a majority vote in the United States Senate, the president would veto it. So there really is no negotiating room here. None. They repealed the bill. They tried to defund Obamacare 41 different times. 41. You think the 43rd time is going to be any better?
Yeah, and we're gonna attach, you know, the lives of every American to this. It's bad enough that they're not passing any other real laws. Now we're just going to screw everyone over. But this is so crazy. Rick Perry, he's a political maniac.